What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. So I started to do this last week, and just didn't get around to doing it. But Bob Arum basically said that Tyson Fury versus Zhilei Zhang is the fight that they're trying to put together. Now, if that fight does happen, okay, well, Zhilei Zhang just beat Joe Joyce, and the fact that he was robbed, also against, Philip Urkovich, I just feel like, okay, will be justice for him. But isn't it amazing how just a week ago we were getting all these videos about the people in Dubois trying to put a double main event together with Wilder versus AJ, Fury versus Usyk. Now, all of a sudden, a week later, Zhilei Zhang versus Fury. And we got word that Tyson Fury was the holdup. He was the reason why the deal didn't go through. Now, they can still have AJ versus Wilder in Dubois without Fury and Usyk being on the card. Now, what they could do is Usyk in the mandatory. And I believe Daniel Dubois is one of his mandatories as well. But at the end of the day, you see, boxing needs to be structured better, man. Because you just don't know what's going on. 1 minute is this fight. The next minute is that fight. And then all of a sudden, it's neither fight. It's neither. So it's like, well, for Fury, his father said that Fury's trying to get as much money as he possibly can. Like I told you guys, all these guys, they used to come in the comment section, oh man, you gotta understand Fury's doing this and Fury's just talking and Fury's this and Fury's that. Oh, you can't take what he said literally. Oh, every excuse for Fury. But Fury basically was the guy talking about how money doesn't make him who he is. He doesn't care about money, blah, blah, blah. We already know this. Right? And then all of a sudden now, everything is money, money, money. Well, okay. I'm wondering what kind of deal that will be made with Zhilei Zhang. Because if you are that greedy and self-centered, that selfish, and such a penny pincher that you basically just don't feel like, you talk about mental health issues. Now, just think about this. And this is one of the reasons I don't respect Fury. Fury talks about fighters and mental health issues and how this is a real thing, this is serious, and how his depression and all of that. Here's a man, an opponent, okay, that could lose his life in that ring just like you can. Same way you train, wear and tear on your body, everything. Zhilei Zhang is doing the same thing. So you mean to tell me that your opponents come in the ring and you start talking all this, nobody knows them, they're foreigners, nobody knows them, and you with this 70-30 bullshit. Well, what are you going to offer Zhilei Zhang? 80-20? It's like he tries to overprice himself simply so he just doesn't have to fight. And once he sits around long enough and he gets that little itch again, you know what he's going to do? He's going to find the biggest meatball that he can, that's in the plate, and go, I'll fight him. Look, I wanted to fight this guy, that guy, and of course they're going to find a way to blame the opponent as to why the fight didn't happen. And this is just a stay busy fight because these guys are scared to fight the Gypsy King, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm not against this fight, but it's just like, man, you clearly don't want to fight Usyk. You clearly don't want to fight Anthony Joshua. You really, it's like, people quick to yay, okay, but you got to look at what was avoided, what was swept under the rug. Why are we having a fight with Zhilei Zhang? Not that I'm against that, okay? Not that I'm against it, because like I said, Zhilei Zhang, I feel like, yeah, I'd rather see him fight, a guy like Zhilei Zhang than him handpicking some guy that he knows is, this guy is he's a nobody. So at the end of the day, And it's not like it's etched in stone, so we don't even know if that fight's going to happen. We might turn around, tomorrow, and they're saying it's Tyson Fury versus Daniel Dubois, some BS. You know that's not going to happen because that's another Frank Warren guy. But just saying, we keep hearing all these different things, and it's just to the point where, like, some of these guys I don't even want to talk about, because it's just like it's always about what was said, but never what's actually going to happen. So I would because I was thinking, let's just say if this Zhilei Zhang fight doesn't go down. Let's say he comes and tries to give him some lowball offer. Now, question: do you think Zhilei Zhang deserves a better offer than what Usyk would get? And he's the unified champ of the world. So yeah, and not only that, Zhilei Zhang wants to fight in China. Now, he's not the A side, so unless that's something that Fury actually wants to do, he can forget that. But at the end of the day, it's just him saying he wants to fight this and he wants to fight that, and all talk about these guys are all bums and they're all scared of the Gypsy King, right? He says all that stuff. If this fight doesn't happen and he decides to have a so-called stay busy fight, hey, don't be shocked if all of a sudden we start seeing Manuel Charface again, posing and flexing and talking shit, and all of a sudden that's his next fight because that's a fight he was trying to make happen. Just saying. So I would much rather see the Zhang fight, because I damn sure won't watch no Manuel Char. I wouldn't watch Manuel Char fight anybody. Honestly, I wouldn't watch him fight anyone unless I'm just laughing at his pathetic skills. Manuel Char. So yeah, who knows, man? And we talking about Fury, so it's not like it's beneath him to do some shit like that. So anyway, y'all talk to me in the comment section. What do y'all think about Zhilei Zhang versus Tyson Fury? And I would love to know where this fight's supposed to take place, because more than likely it'll be back in the UK. More than likely it'll be back in the UK. And yeah, and do you think it's a possibility that he's gonna try to give Zhilei Zhang those crackhead prices? Because I believe so. Because I can't see him. Listen, let's be honest. Zhilei Zhang definitely does not deserve more money, or the same money that Usyk would get. If Zhilei Zhang was to accept that, it's because he just won his opportunity, and he's gonna, trust in his skill set that he's gonna go in there and beat Tyson Fury. Aside from that, listen. If you were going to offer 70-30 to Usyk, again, he might try 80-20 with Zhilei Zhang. And he might just look at this big dude and say he's a southpaw too. Damn, he's just as big as me. In fact, I think he was heavier I think he's heavier. He's just as heavy, just not as tall. And he might just try to mess around and get out of this fight. Who knows? Fighters that can fight a lot of times get lazy. They become complacent and they get used to easy checks. Where can I find the easiest check at? Who can I fight that have some type of respect on their name, but no real threat? Who knows? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just, it gets a little bit, it's like a turnoff, man, to keep, every week it's a different fight. It's on, then it's off. Look at how many videos you've seen that said Anthony Joshua confirmed him and Wilder is on. How many videos have you seen that said double main event? It's happening. And then all of a sudden, nope, it's not. So, yeah, anyway, enough talk. Catch y'all on the next one.